Welcome to Module 4. This is the Leveling Up Your Peer Group, Module 4, Deepening the Right Relationships. We always know we're the sum of the 5 people we hang around the most. But how do you level up those deeper relationships? Because if you're constantly thinking about how you're being influenced and how you can positively up that, you'll start being aware of the people that influence you. Let's go into build stronger, value-aligned relationships with your most empowering peers. Okay, the circle of trust. We know that trust is critical to relationships. It's critical to business. But do we intentionally evaluate the trust around us? There's a number, whether it's up or down, it's about 150. Our brain has to protect ourselves. So it only lets in like about 150 people that we know, like, and trust. And to have more than that, your brain would be overloaded. So we're very aware of that circle, mostly unintentionally, because think of a person you meet and you have a good relationship, a good conversation, and that person becomes a person that you're starting to know, like, and trust. Once they enter that 150, whatever they say, wherever they are, you'll recognize them because your brain has made that mental shift and you start seeing that person more often because you know them, you like them, and you trust. Well, that's what we want to do in this situation, but we want to do it intentionally. The circle of trust you're looking at on the screen, and you can see it in the notes that we have on this course, is your first circle is your friends. Then when you look at the next, it can be your let me say, hold on here. Your family, your close friends, your coworkers, your clients, and your industry leaders. Even I have to be reminded of the circle because we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all getting better. And if we don't look at something so critical to the happiness and the joy of life, like Tony Robbins once said, the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. So if we don't intentionally build on those relationships, take that 150 and always level up. Family first. So have you called your brother? Have you called your sister? Have you talked to your mom? Have you talked to your dad? Have you had meaningful conversations with your family members? If not, maybe that's an opportunity to grow. Start with the family first, then your friends. So when you look at your close friends, and you're always thinking that 150 that I have, that I know, like, and trust, because it's the circle of trust. Then you're looking at your close friends that you trust. And maybe it's ones you want to deepen that, because I'm going to share with you how we can, because sometimes in our life, friends will come and go. And that's okay because everybody's on a journey. Everybody is on a journey. And if we're on a journey of growth, that excitement is always there because we know the 4 human drivers: aliveness, connection, meaningful pursuit, and personal growth. And if we practice those, we're going to live a more fulfilling, happy, and prosperous, brighter life. So, the circle of trust. Who do you let in and why? Okay, remember the 150. If you have listened to previous videos and have heard me speak on anything in my YouTube channel or around, it's Daniel Priestley, the key person of influence. This is online. So people have to hear 7 hours of you, 11 buying signals, and 4 different platforms. That's the magical formula. When you do, the brain just switches to know, like, and trust because you're interested in knowing more about a person. So if you want to know does that person align with me? Well, that's why 7 hours is important online. You can do it physically offline. It takes a lot longer because 7 hours, if you want to say 7 hours of lunches, 7 hours of dinners, 7 hours of coffee, that's a long time. But what we're doing, we're shifting from local to global. And the global world is your online profile. So if you're intentionally putting good things out there, people can get to know you. And people might be getting to know you and you're not even aware of it. But if you are, you're going to give them reasons to know, like, and trust. And what you want to do is find the people that align with you. That's why we have in the next module, we're going to talk more about those 10 and a little bit in this module, the 10 areas. When you look at happiness, healthier, worldly, empowered, faithful, fulfilled, skilled, enriched, connected, and galvanized. If you look at those 10 areas, you want to rate them 1 to 10. So when you're calling and you get the flow of what we're covering, this is something you can do, but it'll be overwhelming at first. That's why you want to practice each module. Start leaning in to leveling up your peer group is not a 5-module course and then you're finished. It is a lifetime of development, a lifetime of growing. And if you start, maybe you start and you've been good at that area, that's great. I applaud you. Maybe you have not put much attention to it. You've been used to consuming social media, watching other people grow, watching people live, but you're not living your life. We're born to create. So creating your life, creating your peer group, because I'm going to challenge you with the activity and the homework is to establish 3 to 5 people in your peer group, kind of like a mastermind group, which you're very much aware of who those are. These are people who are going to pull you up. These are people who are going to pour into you. These are people that have similar values, goals, similar in that they'll challenge you, call you out, accountable. These things are critical for you to grow. And so when you look at the weekly relationship routine, when we talk about calling people, what do you need? Hey, Pete, what do you need this week? Who would you like to meet? Or what do you love to do? These are questions that deepen our relationship with the person. And the questions we'll give you the questions in the course. So all you have to do is print out this, and that'll be available for you to just look at the 10 areas, categories that you're trying to be like worldly. If you hang around everybody that think like you do, that can be detrimental because you don't have the grace or compassion or empathy for others because You're just listening to one viewpoint. That's why having a diverse set of friends, you might not agree with them, but you respect them. And when you respect them, you listen to them and you're more interested in them. And if you can put yourself around, that's why you see the culture we have now. There's no middle. It's either you believe this or this, and nobody has the grace in the middle to say, I don't agree with you, but I respect you. I cherish your mindset, your values, and together we're better. Together we're better. So, cultivating joy, contribution, and being a co-creator is something that we want to strive for in this. I always say, and you don't have to go through a stroke to have my mindset. You just have to make a decision that you want to continue to grow every single day and that you value every day. Because every day I treat like it's my last. Because one day I'm going to be right. But until then, I'm going to live it with joy. I'm going to live it with connection. I'm going to live it with growth. I'm going to live it with appreciating each minute, each meeting, each person I meet. And when you have that kind of mindset, it changes the way you think. So instead of texting a person, call them. Instead of looking at social media so much, call them, talk to them, have meaningful conversations. Use the questions in this section, in this module, to give you a framework of how to deepen and level up your peer group. And if you do that, like Tony Robbins said, the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. You'll raise your level of relationships. You'll have a better quality of life, and you'll have a brighter future. So, okay. So what we want to do is we have a weekly check-in template for you. And I want to challenge you to start putting yourself in 3 to 5 people. 3 to 5 people that are closer to you. You may talk to them every day. You may talk to them every week. But you may invest in people. You investing in that peer group that pull you up, that might be healthier than you, might have a better relationship building, better online knowledge, better at something you want to grow in, and that allows you to have that. Do you want to be part of getting together on a regular basis, whether it's on the phone or whether it's coffee? I always recommend the in-person part. Every Sunday, I'm with a community. And it's being with that community, talking with that community, connecting. On Tuesday night, I'm with a group of guys. Investing in people, physically being there. That makes a difference. That makes a difference in your relationships, and it makes a difference in the 4 human drivers, that second one of connection, because together we're better. Okay, so we'll see you in module 5. Put yourself in a position to apply these principles, this framework. I'm Pete Kane. Be bold,